The Zephyrian High Command's war chamber erupted in synchronized chittering, their species equivalent of laughter. Admiral Krickstow's mandibles clicked in amusement as he examined the intelligence report spread across the holographic display. This is what the humans send to defend their outer colonies. His 4 eyes focused on the image of humanity's newest warship, the Defiant. It looks like a cargo hauler with weapons bolted on as an afterthought. Fleet Commander Velnara leaned forward, her scaled hide shimmering with contempt. Our scouts report it measures barely 400 meters. My flagship alone masses 10 times that. And they send 1 ship. The assembled officers shared another round of chittering. For 3 standard cycles, the Zephyrian Empire had swept through the outer rim, claiming system after system with overwhelming force. Their massive dreadnoughts, each stretching over 4 kilometers of reinforced hull and bristling with plasma batteries, had crushed every defense the various species could muster. Humanity had been different, though. While other races fled or surrendered at first contact, the humans had simply asked for time. 48 hours to prepare an appropriate response, their ambassador had said with an unsettling calm. What weapons does this scrap heap mount? Krickstow gestured dismissively at the human vessel. That's peculiar, Admiral. Intelligence Officer Thekmon's voice carried a note of confusion. Our scans detect only a single weapon system. Some kind of magnetic acceleration cannon mounted along the ship's central axis. 1 gun. Velnara's laugh was a harsh hiss. They're not even trying to be serious. The Defiant hung in space like a metal splinter against the star field, dwarfed by the approaching Zephyrian armada. 37 massive warships advanced in perfect formation, their hulls gleaming with the confidence of countless victories. Admiral Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the Defiant, her weathered hands clasped behind her back. At 63, she'd seen humanity's wars against itself, witnessed the development of weapons that had terrified even their creators. Now, facing an alien threat, those dark innovations would finally serve their intended purpose. "Ma'am, the Zephyrians are hailing us," reported her communications officer. "Put them through." Admiral Krickstow's image materialized, his insectoid features twisted in what Chen assumed was smugness. "Human vessel, you will surrender immediately or be destroyed. This is your only warning." Chen's response was calm, almost conversational. "Admiral, you've conquered 17 species in your expansion. Each time, you've relied on superior numbers and mass. You've never faced an opponent who fights differently. You speak boldly for someone commanding such a pathetic craft. This ship represents everything my species learned from centuries of trying to kill each other as efficiently as possible. We got very, very good at it." Chen's smile was razor-thin. "Would you like a demonstration?" Krickstow's mandibles clicked. "Fire at will." The Zephyrian fleet unleashed a barrage that would have vaporized a small moon. Plasma bolts and particle beams converged on the tiny human ship. When the energy dissipated, the Defiant remained, protected by shield technology the aliens didn't recognize, overlapping electromagnetic barriers that dispersed energy across dimensional gradients. "Our turn," Chen said quietly. "Helm, bring us about. Weapons, target the flagship." "1 target locked, Admiral." "Fire." The Defiant fired once. The weapon wasn't just a magnetic accelerator, it was a relativistic kill vehicle, a 20-kilogram tungsten rod accelerated to 97% of light speed. At that velocity, mass became irrelevant. Physics became a weapon. The rod struck Velnara's flagship dead center. For a microsecond, nothing seemed to happen. Then physics asserted itself with terrible finality. The dreadnought didn't explode, it simply ceased to exist. The kinetic energy release was equivalent to a small star going supernova. The shockwave expanded outward at a significant fraction of light speed, carrying with it the disintegrated matter of the flagship and everything within a sphere of absolute destruction. 17 Zephyrian warships vanished instantly. The remaining vessels, caught in the expanding wavefront of superheated plasma and radiation, began to buckle and tear apart. In less than 3 seconds, the pride of the Zephyrian fleet was reduced to expanding clouds of ionized gas. Admiral Kriegstall watched his sensors go dark one by one, his chittering silenced by shock. His ship, positioned at the fleet's edge, had survived only because of distance and luck. "Impossible," he whispered. Chen's voice crackled through the calm. "Admiral, you've just witnessed what happens when a species spends 10,000 years perfecting the art of warfare. We didn't build the biggest ship, we built the smartest weapon." The remaining Zephyrian vessels began a chaotic retreat, their formation shattered, their confidence obliterated along with their fleet. "Shall we pursue, Admiral?" asked Chen's tactical officer. "No need," Chen replied, watching the aliens flee. "Word of this will spread faster than we could ever chase them." As the Defiant turned toward home, Admiral Chen reflected on the irony. Humanity's greatest weakness, their capacity for violence, had become their salvation. They'd spent millennia learning to destroy each other.